King, right? Okay, his fame. Let's deal with another aspect of King, right? King said, "I have a dream," right?
Yeah.
And his natal promise, the planet of dreams and the planet of inspiration and the planet of vision, is all the same vibratory energy, right? You know what it is, right? When I say dreams, vision, inspiration, you know what planet am I referring to? Exactly. Okay? So we're dealing with Neptune here, right? Neptune gives us the ability to inspire and be inspired, to exercise on a religious level. And Jupiter is the planet of doctrine, okay, as opposed to religion in and of itself, you know.
Yeah.
Jupiter, like for example, Neptune would be would be the congregation, the believers and the people who come to worship, the worshipers, where Jupiter would be the clergy, the bishops, the ministers, and because he was born with Jupiter and Neptune in a grand trine with Saturn, right?
By 1 degree.
Yeah, by 1 degree, exactly. His father, so his natal promise is that his father would inspire him to be a minister. I mean, that's just what that grand trine says. That Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Saturn being the father and being in the sign of Sagittarius, which is the sign of, Saturn is the planet of discipline, and Jupiter is the planet, Jupiter is the planet that rules Sagittarius. So that combination right there strengthens that, man, you know? And the fact that he has discipline in harmony with religious faith and belief and conviction and with the doctrine automatically places him in the promise of being able to use this to further himself, to reach his goals in life, or to set goals in life, right? So his natal promise here would manifest that. Let me see what else. And also, he had Mars at the midpoint of his Jupiter, Neptune. It's not exact, but it's close enough, right? It's 9 degrees from that. So by progress, if we were to progress his chart, and then when Mars reaches the midpoint between Neptune and Jupiter, then we can guarantee that this is where he met a serious challenge when he started to initiate this and bring this into effect, right? And because he was fighting the restriction of racism, which is Saturn in Sagittarius. You have to understand, Sagittarius deals with foreigners or people of different ethnicity, okay? And having Saturn there was an obstacle or a difficulty to overcome with regards to dealing with people of different ethnicity or being dealt with according to his own ethnicity. You know, this is the symbolism there. You know, Saturn in Sagittarius definitely brings racial issues to bear. Even to this day, people born in the mid-'80s or the mid to late '80s have Saturn in Sagittarius, and some of these people are the most racist or racially biased against. You know, a lot of people experience racial bias happening there. All right.
Not only that, he had in his natal promise, he has the planets Saturn, Venus, Mars, and Neptune all squaring each other and opposing. Saturn and Mars oppose, and his Venus and Neptune oppose in his natal chart.
Okay, so explain that. You said that. Now explain that to the layman. You have people out there that don't understand this language to any degree.
Okay, well, I'm going to explain that a grand cross, cosmophysically speaking, are 4 planets. 2 of them are opposed to each other at the angles. For example, as a Sagittarius rising, he has Saturn in Sagittarius squaring Venus and Pisces, and he has Venus and Pisces squaring Mars in Gemini, and Mars in Gemini squaring Neptune in Virgo.
Alright, I'm going to break it down for you, man, alright, so that the people out there can understand. Squares are turbulent aspects. They represent challenges, okay? They represent difficulties, tests, and trials in the life that you have to overcome, okay? So the fact that he had a square, which square did you mention? The square in
Saturn
the square.
and Venus.
Okay. So this automatically gave him trouble with the law, or obstacles to overcome with the law, because the square aspect, number one, represents a situation in life that you have to overcome. It represents a challenge. Okay. And then
Venus and Mars.
Okay, hold on. We still dealing with Venus and Saturn, right? Yeah. Now you notice he got arrested. He got detained on several occasions. All right. His demonstrations were about defying the law. Venus is the planet of law. Saturn is the sub-ruler of Aquarius. It represents on a lower level the act of rebellion. Venus is also the planet of pleasantries and the sense of touch. So he was nonviolent. All right. The nonviolent aspect would be Mars opposed Saturn here. See, he didn't believe in the establishment or the structurization of a military resistance. He believed in a nonviolent resistance. All right. And there goes the natal promise with that regard. All right. We have a person who does the cards of destiny online right now. Okay. And she has some insight, some input to put into this. All right. I wonder if she's willing to go ahead and speak now.
Well, what do you want me to talk about?
I want you to elaborate on how, number one, how the cards of destiny work. Give a little brief overview of that, and their astrological or cosmophysics pertinent, if you can, and then I want you to go ahead and tell how you can see parallels in what the cards reveal with regards to Martin Luther King and his life.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, dang, somebody got to be knocking on my door. Hold on one second.
Okay,
No.
well.
Never mind them. But anyways, the cards of your destiny is a calendar. We call it the Little Book of Destiny, basically. It's just the 52 cards in a deck match the 52 weeks in a year, and the 4 suits, the 4 seasons, just everything. I think with the cards is numerology, it's astrology, it's metasymbology, it's alchemy, it's all the processes. I think what I like about this is the fact that everything is connected. I mean, you can bring everything here. So I'm listening to you talk about Martin Luther King, and I guess to demonstrate, he's a Queen of Diamonds because the solar value of the Queen of Diamonds matches that of his birthday. And that's like the biggest thing.
Can I ask you what, because the diamonds is a suit, what season or what quadruplicity in astrology does it represent? I mean, because, you know, the diamonds, there are 4 suits, there are 4
diamonds is like, diamonds represent fall, values, anything monetary, the materialistic world.
So that coincides astrologically through earth signs and diamonds.
Oh, okay. But, you know, like he has a ruling card, which is a club, the 7 of clubs, and, you know, the numerology with 7 is the spirituality, and it's like beyond abstract. The information that he was getting, clubs represent summertime. So, and he does, you were talking about Saturn, he sits in a Saturn line, Saturn and Mercury. He had a responsibility with words.
Ah, yeah, now that's what the cards reveal. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you got Saturn, Mercury, and Uranus. That's where I see him sitting. Saturn, he got like 2 Saturns and Uranus and Mercury. I don't know what that means. Like, how would that be with
Astrologically, what you're reading here is he had Uranus and Saturn in mathematically it would be called a square, but in Vedic astrology he has them in a trine, and Mercury sits in the middle. All right, Uranus is indicative of the masses of people and humanity as a whole. All right, and humanitarianism. Excuse me?
Huh?
Uranus, or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it, all right?
I just don't like to say Uranus.
Yeah, that's right. I pronounce it Uranus, because my anus is sweet. Uranus is, it's a planet that indicates the massive crowds of people.
Right.
And because it trines in terms of elemental power, in the trine that it's in a trine Saturn, but in mathematical issues, it deals with